warm welcome from the Snakemaster team. It's a cloudy day today. Since this is the rainy season, you will find lots of leeches on this forest ground, infested by them. Anyone who has reached here would have tasted leech bites a number of times. Our crew members have also got more than 100 bites. This is one of the locations with thick undergrowth where we come to return the rescued snakes to Mother Nature. We also come across frogs, including black frogs, vine frogs, and flying frogs. I think this is an ideal place to release the rescued snakes. Now it is 3:30 p.m. One important thing is that after 4 p.m., wild animals including elephants, wild boars and bison will amble through this forest to drink water. A month ago, this forest spread was lush green with thick growth of thickets and bushes. Now look at its state. Elephants and other animals seem to have foraged through this area. Let's make our move. I have got 2 kits and 3 bottles of snakes ready for release. Today, when I set off, I saw a python on a tree branch, and now I feel it was a good omen. Just now, I saw the tail of an animal slipping into a pile of dry logs. I don't know whether it was that of a rat snake or any other species. Before it gives us the slip, let's rush to the spot and find out what it is. Oh, wonderful! As I guessed, it is a King Cobra. Anyway, I am excited to have got a chance to catch a snake from this thick forest. It was hiding behind the log pieces to shed its skin. Now it is its skin shedding time. Look, it is moving fast and appears to have eaten well since it is passing a large quantity of waste. It is healthy and is showing a strong biting tendency. So today's journey is going to be an eventful one. This is the 117th King Cobra I have been able to catch. However, I won't consider it as my 117th King Cobra rescue since this is in the forest and we just bumped into it when we came here on our snake release mission. I just wanted to introduce it to you as it is in its molting phase. It must have come and stayed inside this log pile to escape the heat. I can sense its ability to attack at a quick pace. I think this snake is about 2 years old. It is female. It may be showing a biting tendency due to body pain. My memory is that this is the forest where we have released numerous snakes caught from Rani, Chittar and Toda. But among them there were no king cobras as small as this one. Also note that the scales on the skin are big. See its eyes. Do you know why its eyes are covered by a membrane-like thing? During skin shedding, a snake's eyes are covered by a cloudy bluish-white layer called the eye cap or spectacle. This happens because snakes don't have eyelids. Instead, they have a clear protective scale over their eyes called the spectacle. The spectacle also sheds just like the rest of the skin. The eye cap loosens and becomes cloudy before shedding. During this phase, snakes have reduced vision, making them more defensive and aggressive. Snakes remove the eye cap along with their old skin by rubbing against rough surfaces like rocks, tree bark, or the ground. Now it seems this king cobra's only intention is to bite. That is why it has kept its mouth open. During the molting phase, it will have more venom in its glands, so the bite can be deadly. By the way, don't try to imitate this act. If you do so, it will be disastrous. I have caught most of the king cobras in Pathanamthitta district. The first one I caught was from Mudiyar in the district which is near this location. The second one was also from the same place. The third one was from Koni. After that, it was a long spree of king cobra rescues. Anyway, I am not going to include this king cobra in my list of king cobra catches since it was found in its natural home. This is a 2-year-old small king cobra, but the biggest king cobra I caught was from Nagamala in Kollam district. After that, I caught slightly smaller king cobras from Attatoda, Chittar and Koni. The one I caught from Pamba Tolikuri near Shabarimala was also a fairly big one. All of them were about 10 times the size of this one. After an adventurous rescue of a king cobra at Kulathupuzha, where the snake was found on top of a big tree, I broke open a rock and rescued a king cobra from a place called Attatoda. I got one more from there. See, this king cobra is trying to bite because it is in pain and a bit scared. Another rescue I remember was at an estate in Kulathupuzha under the Anchal forest range. It was a king cobra about 5 times bigger than this. It was also in its skin shedding phase. The snake was spotted by some women while they were clearing weeds and bushes in the estate land. Another significant rescue was at Vellachal near Thenmala. A king cobra had been staying under the ridge tiles for about 15 days. We were called in for the rescue by the mother of the house only after she had waited for so long. Later, in a nearby house, a small king cobra was spotted underneath an inverted vessel. I think Kerala's first rapid response team was under the Rani division. We have jointly carried out numerous rescues and releases of snakes as well as other wild animals. Now this wild friend of ours appears to be obedient. and is sitting like a well-disciplined child in my hands. But actually, out of sheer luck, my hand narrowly missed 3 bites. Unfortunately, our cameras missed those shots. What happened was that the snake struck at the hand holding it. By sheer timing, as I moved my hand away, its bite landed exactly where my hand had been, allowing me to escape the bites. And all those bites landed on its own body. But anyway, that will not harm the snake. By the way, the snake will complete its skin shedding in 2 days, and after that it will start going in search of food. This snake is about 8 feet long. Now note another thing on its head. A small leech is trying to drink its blood. We shall try to pull it out. This snake has not even completed 1% of its growth. It has not started mating yet, and it will take another year for that. Male king cobras typically mature at around 4 to 5 years. Females reach sexual maturity at around 5 years or sometimes later. I have caught a king cobra smaller than this from Recounting. That was barely 1 year old, but this is about 2 years old. See its eyes. Anyway, it will shed its skin in 2 days somehow. Let me recount the day when I had a providential escape from a king cobra's bite in Konu. It was some time ago. When I was holding the king cobra, it tried to strike at my forehead. But by God's grace, only the tip of its mouth skimmed my forehead. At another instance, it was night and it was a big king cobra. I didn't see it. I only realized it was the snake when it bit my canvas shoe. Once when Mr. Pugarendi was the divisional forest officer in Koni, I happened to catch a king cobra and transported it to the Ayurveda Panchakarma Center at Pujapura in Thiruvananthapuram for venom studies. When I was taking the snake out of the sack, it tried to bite me through the sack. If it had been successful, I would no longer be alive. But luckily, its fangs didn't prick my hand, and instead the venom gushed out through the sack. I drank that venom. It was the first time I had consumed snake venom, and it was that of a king cobra. Another incident happened at Vellachal in Tenmala. When I got a call from there to rescue a king cobra, I was in a ward at Thiruvananthapuram Medical College Hospital and was about to be discharged. I came home and under the pretext of buying medicines went out, took a taxi and rushed to Tenmala. When I was standing there after rescuing the king cobra, I got another call to rescue yet another king cobra. But by that time, I was exhausted. It was around that time I had to have the middle finger on my left hand amputated after being bitten by a deadly snake. Thus, I have had many unforgettable moments in my life. When we go to catch a snake in a place, we learn many things about the location and the people there, and we also learn interesting things from the snake itself. For instance, when you go for a king cobra rescue 100 times, you will be exposed to at least 50 different behaviors of the king cobra. Now we shall release this king cobra and leave here for the next task. Hope you have enjoyed the journey taken by us today along with the forest officials. Bye until we meet next time.